What is up, guys? It's your boy Kardar coming in hot with another podcast reaction to podcast. And today we're going to react to You Gotta Stop Thinking That's Racist, SourceFed podcast by SourceFed. I am watching this alone since I have no friends and I'm extremely alone. I seriously think about suicide sometimes. So as we start, I just want to say I am not the owner of this podcast. It's SourceFed. It's the SourceFed podcast. SourceFed made it, and I am reacting to it. I am not stealing content. This is fair use. It has been done before. So let's go.
Hey
Yes.
guys, welcome to the SourceFed podcast. Boy, it's been about a since I've been a host
Wow.
of the show. No,
As you can see,
that's not
he starts
racist.
with the harsh word.
You can't say-
Probably racist. I don't know what word you said.
That's not.
can't say that?
No.
That's bad.
It's been a while since I've done the podcast, guys, but I want to let you know that I'm going to be the best possible
We have
host.
to start over. Steve, stop.
Hey guys,
Oh, they started
welcome to the
oh.
SourceFed podcast.
Whoa.
I am your host.
That's
this evening. My
revolutionary.
name is Steve Zaragoza.
They actually
Everybody
started
was
over when they
already
said
turned
they had
on.
to start
Lovely
over.
Sam Basher. We're joined by the racist
this
William
live?
Haynes,
It can't
and
be
we're
live.
joined
It's
by
on
lovely
YouTube.
Bree S. Rigg. How you doing, guys?
I'm good. How are you, Steve?
So, I'm great. Right off the bat, I do want to say really quick that
Don't bring it
you
up.
guys are definitely
Don't
going to want to
bring it up.
follow us
Oh,
on
okay.
iTunes and SoundCloud. And
I am
if
not
your
following
RSS
them.
feed isn't working out,
But
and if for some reason
you can follow me on
unsubscribed to our
twitch.tv/Kardar.
podcast or you're having some issues with it,
I have
just
the
go
best
ahead and
content.
redo it.
I am talking
It's real
over
easy. You just
SourceFed
click on the
podcast
RSS
with my
thing, or,
content
like, you
because
guys
my
know it better
content
than
is
I do. It's
better.
all technology that
I
don't
play many
understand.
games such as
So anyway,
CSGO.
guys, welcome to the podcast. How's everybody doing today?
Pretty well.
I'm pretty good,
Thanks for
thank you.
asking.
Day. How are you?
Oh, it's
You
been
guys-
so busy.
You can donate to my personal PayPal at www.paypal.
Hey, dude.
Guys,
I can
wanted to
you can
start
donate to my
off this
PayPal. It's on
podcast
my
real quick by
twitch.tv
asking
account.
everyone what their
Please
favorite
donate
movie
$5.
is
I
of all
need
time,
$5.
and
Wow.
why? Why is it your favorite movie?
Do you watch a lot of movies, huh, Sam?
Yeah, I do.
In your room?
Yeah, I do.
Do you like it? Do you?
Yeah,
How
I
much of it are
do.
you actually paying attention to?
All of it.
Do you
And-
let yourself use your phone while you're watching a movie?
Yeah.
Do you?
No. Okay, if I'm actually like trying to pay attention during a movie, I'm rewatching a movie. Yes, I'm gonna use my phone.
I will never use a phone in a movie theater. I used to take notes when I did the new movie thing show. On SourceFed way back in the day. But when we do that, I would go to the very, very back of the theater to make sure I wasn't disturbing anybody and I have the brightness down as low
I
as possible.
used to,
I mean,
I like
would
to
look at
take
my phone in
pictures of
theater
the
when we were
movie
doing
while I
the
watch the
thing, so they
movie,
made me watch a scary
so I
movie.
can
didn't
then
like the
look at
scary
the
parts.
pictures
Very
and see.
scary.
I use
Oh,
my
I
phone to
remember
learn how to
that
watch
part of the
Mordecai.
movie.
What's that?
Ooh,
Is
it
that
was-
boring?
It's
Oh,
okay. You don't
Mordecai's
have to remember
garbage.
that. Yeah, it's garbage. It's so bad. But my all-time favorite movie, I think, is between Iron Giant,
Oh, good one.
Guardians of the Galaxy. I know a lot of people are gonna say
You
it's
like these
wrong.
little boy movies.
I like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the
I
My
like it a
all-time
lot.
favorite
I
movie
loved it.
is
in
actually
And
Jurassic Park
Foxcatcher.
2
What's his name? Iron
Whoa.
Giant. Iron
with the
Giant.
good
I was not
dinosaurs.
expecting that from you.
People think that
And
Iron
Star
Giant
Wars
is a
2
kids movie, but
with the
it's
good
really
dinosaurs.
Not. It's not. It's
No.
for,
It's for everybody.
It's for everybody. That's the best
There's
thing
no
in the world is for
focus.
everybody.
Did you know that was an
Sure.
actual flop? When that
Oh,
movie
really?
came
Sure
out,
was
it
a
was a
flop.
flop.
Would
yeah.
you call it
Yes,
a
it
cult classic now, or I don't know?
I
What
mean, a
movie
lot
people
of
say.
flops are. They do become classics like
Yes,
that.
they do.
I loved
There's
it as a
a lot
kid.
of flops out there.
Remember at the end when he's like,
Superman.
"Whoops."
Why Foxcatcher?
Yeah, why Fox?
Why
Why
Foxcatcher?
Fox
Yeah,
and
I
the
have to
Oh,
know.
it was
Foxcatcher?
so cool to see Channing Tatum, Mark Ruffalo, and Steve Carell all transform into these different characters. Because every time I see a movie, it's very hard for me to kind of not think of them in their other roles. Like Steve Carell, it's really easy to think of Michael Scott, and usually he's cast to play a different version of Michael Scott. Same with Channing Tatum. He's like, 21 Jump Street was the only movie when he kind of got to be comedic, and you're like, oh, he's not just like a beefcake or whatever you call those people. And but in this, he was like a
Whatever you
very
call those people.
serious,
Beefcake.
sad, depressing person. In the beginning of the
Beefcake
movie, I just
is
felt sad.
Pretty
Steve Carell,
tasty.
unbelievably creepy,
To be
and the
honest.
makeup really helped. And Mark Ruffalo was
Can,
fantastic.
can we say people like to assume that a movie is good if it's sad? A movie being sad
That's
does
not
not.
I
necessarily
agree.
true.
No, I've been
Every time I
There
are a
cry
lot
to
of
a
sad
movie, I
movies that
think
are
it's a
not
that
good
are not
movie.
good movies. They
Mhm.
think, wow, that made me feel
Especially
sad.
Lilo
It
and
was a good
Stitch.
That does not make it a good movie.
And
Just-
Well, I'd say a
Lilo
film
Stitch
that makes
2.
you feel an emotion that takes you out of your normal emotional range, and a film that leaves you either breathless or speechless or sad or angry. It's doing some. If it made you an emotion, it worked.
I am.
if it was the motion
I
they
like to
intended.
become
Well,
emotional.
that works even better. But if
Yeah.
it makes you feel
Sometimes I
any emotion, that
become
means it worked
angry.
in some way. Even if it made you
And then
angry, it means that it worked.
yes,
it means you
I
were watching
sometimes-
it and something
I
angered you and it
become
worked.
really
I
angry.
don't know,
right
a
way,
lot
at
of
least.
movies make
Like
me
to-
feel sad because they're terrible
I like to
movies.
hit
Yeah.
stuff.
So,
I get that.
yeah.
I'm working on a tweet here, guys, and I
I'm
want to test
happy
it
now.
out on you guys. I want you to know what you think about it, because you mentioned
Sure.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mm-hmm.
What if I tweeted out, does Mark Ruffalo have Mark Rigelos?
I get it because Ruffles have ridges.
Because Ruffles have ridges.
I don't get it.
I think you
It's-
could do it.
Yeah.
There's something there.
I think you
I
should
love
draft
Mark
it.
Ruffalo's
English is my
'cause they have
second language, so I
Rigelos.
don't
That's better. I
understand.
think you should save it for your drafts, and when
complex
this
jokes.
podcast comes out, tweet it.
He,
Okay.
that guy,
So write it
call.
out, and draft it out.
this
Back
colored
to
guy,
favorite movies.
he doesn't
Yeah,
get
Bree,
it
go for it.
either. You
Splendor
can
in the
see
Grass
it in his
with
face.
Natalie
He's
Wood and
like,
Warren Beatty.
Mm.
Bruh.
Is that fun? Is that a fun movie?
It is. It's a coming-of-age
Is it a superhero
drama
movie?
from the 50s. It was made in the 50s, and it takes place in the 20s. And it's so good because everything that teenagers go through today, they went through then.
Mhm.
And it's really crazy to see, like,
I agree.
the shit you would deal with in school, like the popular kids or whatever, like that was there back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a really beautiful love story.
I
and
remember that.
Do the popular kids know that they're popular kids?
Yes.
Yeah, I
They
think you gotta
do,
have
huh?
like an
I
ego. I
do.
mean, there's a few where you're
There's
like,
the
oh,
ego.
he's
I
the kind
definitely
one.
do
He
know.
doesn't know he's really good looking and popular.
That I'm
I remember my
a
sister used
popular
to
kid.
refer to them when we were in high school as a factor. She was like, oh, because I remember this one girl, she like, I don't know, she must have added me on
I have all
it
the
was- no, it was
swag.
Facebook times at that time.
People
she added me on
think,
Facebook or something and
"Oh,
was like,
he's
talking
the-
to me, and
he's
I was
the
like,
dude in
oh, what's
school.
her name has been talking to me? She's
People
like,
like
what?
him.
What's her name is a factor. I was like, what?
A factor.
A factor.
A factor.
Like a factor, yeah. And I was like, what does that mean?
What,
Just
what does
popular
it
kids.
mean?
Just like they are a factor in the society of
Like
our
they
school.
factor in?
Yeah. Being a popular kid at in the school in the ghetto is not that cool. Like you're not doing that well. Like you're not doing that well.
I like that word for it though. There's a scene in the
I-
movie that makes
can
me
relate.
bawl like a little baby, where there's the factor in class, and the main girl has to get up and read a poem and try to analyze the poem, and she stands up to read it, and this bitch, is sitting in the front of the class, and she's like laughing at her, and she's like trying to read the poem, and Natalie Wood's character thinks that the factor girl has slept with her boyfriend, and so she's like freaking out.
God.
So she has like this
Complicated.
freak out in class,
Yeah.
and she's reading like Splendor in the Grass,
Who wrote Splendor in the Grass?
Glory in the Flower. I think
All-
it's Walt Whitman, and then and
can
then she
relate
like
to
runs
that
out
as
the
well.
classroom
One time
crying, and I'm
I
crying.
Pissed my
It's beautiful.
pants in class.
All the issues
So I
that
had
they
to
have
run
in,
out,
like high school movies,
and,
I never had to
Then
deal
I
with in high school.
actually just
Wordsworth.
took off all my
Nobody-
clothes and ran around
Wordsworth?
school.
That's
You
Naked.
know Wordsworth.
Oh, yeah.
And
Wordsworth
then,
was
the teacher
Wonder
stopped
Chosen.
me and said,
Wait, what are you talking about? I
Stop
know
it now,
William
Wordsworth.
Eric.
Wordsworth.
We're talking about
Can't
Wonder
go
Show.
the
We're talking about
Oscar.
Wonder
No,
Show.
that's my favorite
We're
Wordsworth.
talking about the famous
Look
one.
up look up Splendor
Oh,
in the
we're
Grass
idiots.
poem.
Well,
okay.
If you haven't seen Wonder Chosen and you are over the age of 25, go ahead and watch it. It's
What were you
that,
saying, Will?
I can't see it.
There's
then.
no the
I'm
popular
only
kids or like the
17.
stereotypes for high schools and junior
Yeah.
high, whatever school.
I never
doesn't
had those
exist.
issues.
I
Did you?
know.
Like nobody ever banged by anybody in high school.
No, it wasn't that complicated. Like, sure, people had like arguments or spats. A girl did get stabbed a lot at
That's
school.
insane.
a
And,
lot.
like she was stabbed like 5 times. She's
5
fine. Hey,
separate
I can
times.
say it like
Jesus.
that because she's fine and she went on and she's going to school. The other person, I don't know what. I don't.
Is
the
the same
stabber-
person?
Separate times.
Huh?
5 separate times?
No, one time. 5
Okay.
times. Oh no, she
Yeah.
wasn't just
Yeah.
unlucky or like you
Yeah.
know rude.
A
or
lot of kids
anything.
at my high school died, but they did that away from school and shit. It was
Oh.
real sad.
Yikes.
I went to all types of schools growing up. I went
That's
to private
actually
school,
pretty
public
sad.
school, boarding school. I went to we
Boarding
moved
school.
a lot.
You were bad, so they had to keep moving. See, I
Yes.
still believe you're
I was a
bad.
bad girl, but you know what?
The bad
There were
girl.
cliques at all the schools,
Mhm.
and there were the popular kids at certain schools. At some of the schools, the popular kids were the nice kids, though.
Yeah, you could say there's
that's
cliques
me.
everywhere you go, though.
Yeah.
That's
That's
just what
me.
humans do.
There's
It's like a
cliques
part of our
here,
biology.
probably.
Yeah,
I don't know.
absolutely.
The editors are like a gang, and they're rival gang editors.
Brett, you
that
better go
are
to
That's
lunch
a
with
good
me.
band, too.
You
Oh,
better
the
take me to
editors.
lunch,
Uh-huh.
Brett.
Can I just switch
Ooh,
gears
I
for
want to go
a
to
quick
lunch with
second? I
that
kind of
guy
want to
as
defend
well.
myself a little bit.
I
There
think
was
he's
an,
pretty cool.
A
He has
version
nice
of this
haircut. I want
podcast
to
that we
cut
started.
my hair
No.
like that.
Why?
Because
no,
I found-
no,
not to do this
no,
to you.
No, I
I'm
found. Guess
begging
what?
you.
No, I found out online that you are all the racist ones.
I don't.
Okay, so
I-
before this
I
podcast
am not
started, in the beginning of this
racist.
podcast, you may
Oh
recall
my
that Steve
God,
said that I
why
was
can't-
racist. That's because everyone
How
at this
can you
table
s-
and everyone standing over there
my God.
just accused of Steve of being racist.
That's right, and
Not-
you're all gonna
we-
have egg on your
okay,
face.
Also, we need to say Steve is not a racist person.
No,
There's
he
a
is
difference.
not.
There's a difference between being racist and saying something that is inappropriate by accident.
Everyone who thought that
I
what I
do-
said was
I do that
inappropriate is
sometimes.
absolutely in their own
But
minds
that's only because
inappropriate
I don't
because I
actually
knew the
like
phrase was
immigrants.
actually not racist, and that's why I was so confidently
nothing to
saying
do
it
with
into the
racism.
camera
Let's cut to a
before you
clip.
guys stop me. So let's have that original intro really quick.
Unless they deleted
And then
it.
everyone's freak out. Basically, what I did was I said, "Welcome to SourceFed, the SourceFed podcast. I haven't been on in a coon's age," and everyone was like, "Oh, racism!" But guess what? Let me read to you this.
Oh my
God! Oh God! Oh God!
The,
oh God,
the
oh God,
idiom
oh God.
actually refers to
Ooh, he said
raccoons,
coon.
just like I
This
said.
sounds
to
like a
Sam.
racist person.
Yeah.
The expression-
the idiom.
The expression "in a coon's age" dates to the early 1800s and to the folk belief that raccoons are long-lived. My pal Calibri of the Straight Dope Science Advisory Board says references differ, but a wild individual raccoon might live up to 5 to 7
That's a
years.
What was that advisory board called?
The Straight Dope Science Advisory Board.
Okay. Are they in the Library of Congress, you think?
They sure are. They might live up to 5 to 7 years. Average survival being much lower, though, probably 2 to 3 years. And in captivity, they can live up to 14 to 17 years. So their lifespan is comparable to that of a dog.
Hey, hey, Steve. Did you want a medal? Or
Yeah.
Did you wanna
Yes.
ma-
no.
Oh,
I
you
just
want a
wanted.
cookie?
I just wanted apologies all around for
Oh,
being racist, for being
What
called
about
racist.
I
what
don't
about for
think
wasting precious
coon
time
is
for the
really-
podcast?
But think
Precious
about
time.
that. But
Precious.
here's the
I
It
was
was
thinking
on
it was-
8
It's
minutes
not
when you started that.
racist.
Now it's on 10.
That's right.
So,
I just wanted to hear each
Also,
one
you
of you
spent-
say you were sorry.
On
after
a-
a minute
on
into the
a
podcast, you looked at your
podcast.
phone for
On a
7
podcast.
minutes.
Ooh,
to find
freezing in
to
here.
find it. Yeah, I
Cold
let you
in
guys
my
talk.
house.
talk
You gave us that topic of favorite movies, so you could
Just-
go look that up to distract
No,
us.
I thought that was a great topic, but then I was thinking, like, man, was it really racist? I feel bad. But then I looked it up, and it's not racist
But
because I
no
knew it
one would
wasn't.
have known.
I know, but I wanted you all to know
know
because this is for us. This is an education.
This is
You
for
think
you,
like 2
Damien.
minutes in advance, huh?
I don't
2
know.
minutes.
I don't know. What's your favorite movie and why?
My
Oh, he
favorite
also has
movie
Glove. I
is
have
Nausicaa,
Glove.
the Valley of the Wind. It is an animated movie by Hayao
Me and him
Miyazaki,
have
but
many
I feel
things
like
similar.
coming right after
I
it
hope
is
he
the Django
watch
Unchained.
this
Django
video and
Unchained?
react to me
Nausicaa?
reacting to
You've
it.
seen Nausicaa?
Because
seen
my
parts of it.
glove is
What?
also.
I know another person that's
pretty
seen that
cool.
movie.
parts of it. I'm not going to be able to quote stuff from
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I've
But I've
seen a
it.
lot of Ghibli, but I haven't seen that one
Ghibli.
yet. Ghibli.
I really like Django Unchained, which was also
Django's
That's a
great.
good movie.
I also
I remember.
like
I
that
have
movie.
very good memories of watching that with you, Will,
Yeah.
for the first time
on the plane.
On a plane. Yeah,
Wow, on a
That was
plane?
different.
we watched it on a plane
Oh,
together. We were
I've
watching it on
never
my
gone on
iPad.
plane.
With,
I
with,
once
we had a
tried to go
headphone
on
splitter.
plane,
We're
but they
both
said,
listening to it
"You
together.
can't go,
When we
it's
went to
too much
Vancouver,
rain
we watched
outside,"
it
I said.
together on your iPad.
Okay,
so
then.
watch movies with everybody, huh? Would you watch with Brie, huh?
Oh yeah,
He
because
does-
I was
he's
scared.
We've
I-
never.
We haven't flown together.
We were
yet.
scared of turbulence.
Sam and I
It
were
was
both
scary.
freaking out, and there was turbulence. I forgot what we watched
Ooh,
though.
turbulence.
we watched
That
some
sounds
kind
bad.
of cartoon,
That's making
something.
me
It was a
scared
cartoon?
of
I don't know.
plane.
I have to say
sometime.
though, I love flying.
don't-
Do you guys like flying?
I like it now.
I
You like
do
it
like
now.
flying
You used
I
to
don't
be.
know
I
if
used
I
to be
like
terrified of
I
it.
do.
I could fall asleep on any airplane at any time.
Right.
can.
In
I-
any
Yeah.
seat, I can be
I
in the
can't
middle.
fall
with,
asleep
like,
on
two
an
people
airplane because
squishing
I've
up
never
against
been
me,
on
and
an
I will
airplane.
take a nap for
I would
7
take a nap.
hours.
All
It's
right.
so comfortable.
You can volunteer as
Okay.
my middle seat partner.
I wish
The
my
middle
Oh,
man.
I would
Thank God.
I
also
wish instead of having my
volunteer
bedroom,
as
it
middle
just
seat
looked like an
partner.
airplane with windows, and there would be a woman that come by and say, "Would you like a Sprite?" And I'm like, "I'm on Dramamine. Stop." What is it that you take? Tryptophan?
Dramamine.
Dramamine.
Tryptophan.
Tryptophan. What does that do?
Tryptophan's in
That
Turkey.
does make you fall asleep.
Actually, that's
though,
a
doesn't it?
Misconception, right?
misconception.
Yeah.
Tryptophan.
People do think tryptophan or tryptophan makes them sleepy, but it doesn't.
makes you
It doesn't make you
No, it's
sleepy.
just
it
it's
makes
just
you
large
horny.
amounts, large quantities of food make you sleepy.
It makes you horny.
no,
Turkey's an
There's a pill that makes
aphrodisiac.
you horny.
no, but everybody talks about how like after they
Viagra.
eat turkey, it makes them sleepy or whatever. But what it really is at Thanksgiving, you're eating so much food that your stomach is all of the processes of your body.
Then
are
why
going
am I not
digestion.
allowed to feed turkey to my dog?
I don't.
I
I
know.
heard it was because of the tryptophan, and if it doesn't make you sleepy,
You
then why
heard
can't
Well,
you give it to my
maybe
dog?
tryptophan or tryptophan.
I'm a tryptophan.
I'm a fan.
I'm a fan
Maybe
of
maybe
tryptophan.
tryptophan is bad for dogs, but it's not. It doesn't do anything.
I'm
to
a fan
humans,
of Star
as far
Wars.
as
I like the
research has
movies,
shown.
As far as
especially
us
Star Wars
know.
2
As
with
far
the
as the
good
human
dinosaurs.
brain.
What about human dogs?
Well, did you know that
Oh.
dogs are
A lot of
can
human
taste
dogs.
pure water and humans can't.
Ooh.
Whoa.
What?
Dogs can taste pure water and humans can't.
And you
Oh
think
my
my
god.
thing was a waste of time after he said that? You really big fan?
You gotta stop saying.
You need to stop thinking it's racist. Okay,
Oh.
so my favorite movie.
Forgive him. Forgive him
My
for
favorite
thinking
movie.
that.
Why is everything got to be racist, Will?
I'm telling you. Okay, look.
It
Uh,
doesn't. Of area specific.
Dude, keep saying that.
When it was started,
my
when the
God.
first guy in South was like, "Hey," he wasn't trying to be racist, but
They're
now,
talking about.
now where society has gone, it is racist now.
Yeah,
Oh my
You
God,
also
I can't
your
agree
your
with that.
source
Let me
was
say-
in the
You are-
early 1800s.
So you're talking about.
Everything was racist.
So-
back
Yeah.
then. You couldn't get a Coca-Cola in the 1800s without being a racist.
Wait, so you're talking about the oversensitivity of today's generation and
which-
how words are making people too oversensitive.
I absolutely believe that. I believe people are way too sensitive right
Agreed.
now.
I agree.
But it's
Sometimes
okay.
I
I
go
say
to the
that
store and they
because
say,
I'm a comedian and
"Hey,
my
yo,
job
what
is
up,
to say
my nigga?"
insensitive shit.
And there's
then
also
the
people who have been
cashier
sidelined
says,
and
Yeah.
discriminated
fuck, dude?
because of who
Exactly.
they are, and now they are able to speak up about
And
it.
that's so important. I think the world is becoming a better place because people are being more PC. But it's putting me out of a job. Like the shit that Dave Chappelle could say,
You just have to be more creative.
you have to be more creative. You have to sneak it into the brain.
How cool is that, though, that you get to be at the point in history where like comedy takes a different turn instead of actually like attacking people, or you do it in a more clever
do
way?
what I want,
Oh
alright?
God!
Okay.
Oh.
Nobody liked my bit. I thought it'd be better than that.
I reacted
Oh,
appropriately.
please, no.
I
I
felt.
think you did. I think you did.
I've
Sam.
talked
and
about
I
my-
think you have a point.
Thank you. I have
Is it fair
always
to
have
say
a point.
Sam has a point?
I
Sam
always
has a
have a
point.
Sam has a point.
We'll be right back.
Okay,
we're
back.
Who was doing the commercial? Do the commercial, Bree.
My favorite movie I've talked about before is the original Planet of the Apes, starring Charlton Heston. It's people. And
Soylent Greens. That was a
Soylent
different
Green was a
movie.
So you
different-
got some portraits of them recently. Do you
I sure
wanna-
did. I sure did.
You want to remind us what you said when you got those portraits?
I was very
Oh,
excited. and I
no.
hung them in the office.
when we were
What-
at home. What you said when you got those portraits?
What did I say? What did I say when I got
Oh
those
damn it!
portraits?
You don't remember.
What did he say?
It was real funny.
Was it?
Yeah. But I shouldn't repeat it.
Oh man, is this not something we should talk about?
No, it's not something we should talk about. I
No.
thought you'd remember what you said.
I
It was
do
a
not
very,
remember what
it
I
was a
said.
very funny
You guys,
joke. I thought
what
it
are
was
your
very
favorite
funny.
things to
Oh,
not talk about?
That can't wait.
What
to
are
learn.
our favorite things to bring up that we can't talk
My
about?
Yeah.
favorite
Yeah,
thing to
bring
not
up on
talk
this
about,
podcast.
that is actually
Oh my God! They're
Secret
whispering to each
secret.
other. They're whispering
Cat-
to each
favorite
other
I
about it.
couldn't really hear you.
categories
We'll
of-
talk about it after
Okay.
the show.
Yeah, it's
So
bird
I
watching.
love the Planet of the
I like
Apes
to watch
movie, and the
birds.
reason why is because I love the Twilight Zone, and Rod Serling wrote the screenplay to the
Planet of the
Planet of the Apes.
Oh my god, I
film.
love the toilet zone.
I love the Toilet Zone. That's where we get our business done, and that's why I love that movie so much. A lot of people think it's boring.
what?
Like I remember
Wait,
I got
the
into a
first
lot
Planet
of
the
fi-
Apes?
the first Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
What?
I
I
got into a
think
big
it's a
fight with
good
Joe
movie.
Beretta in his days.
Who's
I haven't
that?
seen it,
He's he's
but
before
I
your
heard
time.
it
Who's that?
from my dearest
We
friend.
used to argue about it all the time, and he used to tell me it was a super boring movie.
Joe
and I
likes
would
to
tell
do
him
that.
He's a
though.
boring movie.
Joe likes to disagree with people just to see what it'll do to
Yeah, and
him.
he gets really angry about it.
He said that I like the event. Is that I said I like the Avengers, and he said it was a bad movie, and it made my day bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
he does that.
Yeah.
Somehow,
think-
when Joe tells you
I
something's
agree
bad, it
sometimes.
hurts.
You
me.
believe him.
That,
You
that
believe him, 'cause
my
he's
day
like, wait,
can
no,
be
it's
bad.
not.
Because he was such a
Someone don't
wise
like
person,
Star Wars 2,
but
the
now
dinosaur movie.
and that wisdom didn't really like translate to movie choices.
If he was an animal, he'd be an owl.
He'd be an owl.
Yeah.
He'd be an owl. An owl that picks and prods at you and tells you
I
that you're
would-
not doing it right.
An
I
owl
would
with
probably
perfect
be
hair.
a
I'm the only
lion.
person that seeks out Joe's
Because I
criticism.
have long hair.
I call Joe up and ask him what am I doing
Can't
wrong
see it
all the
now,
time.
but-
Or text him what am I doing wrong. It's important to have that in your life.
I
Does
can-
he answer
I
you?
want
Yeah.
criticism, but
Yeah.
I don't think I'd go out of my way to ask people in my life about it.
I
Actually,
do.
I do in different aspects. You do it
The
about your
lion of straits.
My career.
Yeah, I do it in different ways. I'm
Such
like, am I
as-
being a bad person?
Mhm.
Am I going after
Punching
people?
Mufasa
Usually
off
they
a
say,
cliff.
no.
No
Are
one
you
will ever
asking
be
the
honest
trash
with
heap
you.
when you do that?
Huh?
Are you asking the trash heap
Yes.
when you ask if
You
you're
should
a bad
ask the
person?
trash guy.
Yeah.
Am I being a bad person?
Yeah. No. No.
Well, first off, now you could talk to the trash man like 10 years ago, but now you gotta knock on the door and he's gotta take his hand off the lever that picks up the garbage can, throws it in the air, and dumps it in. It's a lot harder now.
All right, so switching gears
I
a bit
agree.
since we all talked about our favorite movies.
Definitely.
What are our least favorite movies?
Lady in
and
the Water.
Why?
Okay, hold on. Lady in the Water's not
Lady
that
in the
bad.
Water by M. Night
It's
Shyamalan.
bad.
No, it is
It's
not.
bad.
No, no,
It's really
no.
up its own
Oh.
ass.
That's M Night Shyamalan's
My
last
least favorite movie is
okay movie.
Nah.
That's his last okay movie.
Listen.
I mean, that's your. I mean, whatever.
don't
You're allowed to
know,
have your
it's-
opinion. I just thought it was way too full of itself.
Oh, it's
It's
definitely.
probably Jurassic
but I still
Park
appreciate
1.
like
it.
it's so magical
I
when they're all
didn't.
looking
It
in the
is. I
pool
don't
for the
think
person
it
and all that
has the
beautiful
And
music
he
best
wrote
is playing.
himself as the savior of
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah, and you're like,
Did
wait a
he?
minute.
No,
Yes,
he's like,
it's
I'm gonna.
Jurassic
He's like,
Park 1.
so the woman is like, she can see the future, kind of. So she's telling everybody in this apartment building about like what they're gonna do to shape the future. And then she goes to M. Night Shyamalan playing a role in his own movie, and he's like, she says, "You're gonna write a book that's gonna inspire a kid to lead a revolution and make the world a better place."
It
Yeah.
did.
That
M. Night
sounds
Shyamalan
bad.
is just proof that if you work hard enough, you can do whatever
Ever
you
you
Can
want.
I just say,
There's a lot of
I
people like
think
that out there.
That's true. I think
Like
M. Night
Hitler.
Shyamalan is great. I hate Lady in the Water.
Hate
it is my
strong.
least favorite movie of all time.
Where are those grass
But
monkeys?
It's funny that you mentioned that because like that he
I
did that
think
to
that's
himself
really
because
stupid.
also a lot of people had issues with what he did in the last
like
Airbender
red hair.
with like
Red
you know
haired-
in the
red-haired women-
universe of the
women.
last
Did you ever
Airbender.
see that movie?
Oh
The
yeah.
Last Airbender
Oh
movie?
yes, I did.
We had
And?
to.
Uh-huh.
We had to as fans.
You know, I don't want to talk about it because everybody said everything already, but I will say, Seychelles Gabriel in the movie. When I saw that movie, I was like, I was still in high school. I think I was in the summer after high school, and I saw that movie, and I saw Seychelles Gabriel, and I'd never seen her before, and she was in her Princess UA outfit. I was like, God damn, this woman is beautiful, but I didn't say goddamn back then. So I was like,
You said gosh darn.
I said, gosh darn, and this woman's amazing.
Couldn't
Yeah.
say
And she
goddamn.
will be here in like 25. What
fucking
time is it? She could
retarded,
already
man.
be here.
336.
Yes.
Are you a little nervous?
Nah,
He's a little nervous.
nah.
You've
He's a
already
little
met her a
nervous.
couple of times, right?
Just once, or yeah, just once. Sam
Just
was there.
once.
That was
So,
fun.
Sam, what's your least favorite movie of all
Oh,
time, and why?
that's hard. Least favorite movie? It's
Like, what's a movie that, like, when it's on TV or when someone's talking about it, or like when someone, or like
Mordecai. I think that movie is. Oh
What about
no,
the cute
Black
one?
Hat. We watched Black Hat.
Black Hat.
Black Hat is
Yeah, that
so
was
bad.
real
It was a
bad.
movie that came out the beginning of 2015, starring Chris Hemsworth. He's a hacker,
Oh,
and they hack into
Yeah.
a nuke and blow it up inside of like Singapore, and like they want to flood a thing to raise the price of tin.
Does
It's
she
the
have
dumbest
red hair?
movie
I
we've ever
think
seen.
it's
At the
more
end,
brownish.
he leaves.
But she
I
looks
don't know
nice
how-
either way.
yeah, he just gets away with it,
Yeah.
or like he got a pardon or something.
That movie was the biggest
I
waste
don't
of
know.
time
It was so
ever.
bad.
I hate that movie.
Not as bad as that one like Gangster Squad movie.
Oh, with everybody in it.
Yeah, it had such a great cast, and it was so bad.
What was that movie that starred everyone? You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
talking about?
Valentine's Day.
Movie
No,
43.
Movie 43. Movie 43. But I know
So
I never
those
saw
movies are bad
bad.
too.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna
That
say
could be a bottom contender.
what's
for
that
sure.
Wachowskis movie with Tom Hanks in it?
Oh, Cloud Atlas.
Cloud Atlas.
Yeah.
That's
I,
one I was
heard it
thinking
was
of.
good.
It's
No,
not
you
good.
heard
I
that
heard
Oh,
it
from
but
the wrong
bad.
I was in
Good.
film school at the
It's not
time,
good.
and film school students were like, "Well, you know,
Wait, they can't say that that movie is bad. Actually, the worst movie of all time. Let's look it up here. The worst movie of all time is very clearly no, 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 wait. Top rated movies. Can't you look at? Oh my god. This is Gangs of Wasseypur. It's the worst movie of all time. 8.0. The Imitation Game and Pirates of the Caribbean. Those are the three worst movies of all time. According to IMDb. And I agree. Now that I fixed my hat. Wait. Now that I fixed my hat, we can continue watching. I like the podcast so far. Do you like? Tell me in comments. Subscribe, donate on my PayPal, and watch twitch.tv/Cardar. Okay. Good luck.
blah 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 blah."
It's a great idea from the trailer. I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it.
It's an interesting concept. Yeah, it's a cool concept.
I don't.
There's a lot of cool ideas.
I've only had one movie, and I talked about it before, that I just like. I
One
watched it, and I
cool
was like,
idea
oh
is an
damn! It was
MMORPG
Bridge to Terabithia.
Flying,
I didn't like
flying
it
dragons
because I like Anna
and
Sophia
pigs.
Robb.
Is that the one where you put the
I love the
glasses on and you
box.
see the
Pigs that
goblins and
you
shit?
are
Yeah.
human
No, that-
pigs.
You,
No.
you do see goblins and shit, but
Swords.
That's Spiderwick.
I thought
Oh.
of that
Spiderwick.
once.
you do see goblins and shit though when they go to the park.
But that's like their imagination.
Did
It's
Did
not
you
real.
not? Did you not cry your eyes out?
That's
though?
why he doesn't
The
like it.
book. Oh my god.
You read it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was sobbing.
Oh,
It
really?
ruined my life.
Did you
know
like
what
the
really
movie?
ruined my life though, and I think I Instagrammed and tweeted about it the other day, was My Girl. That movie fucked everything up
Yeah,
for
it's
me.
messed up.
What's My Girl?
My
I know
Girl's
the
with
name,
Macaulay
but-
Culkin and whatever that girl's name is.
Anna
Okay.
Klumsky.
What happens in it?
Sure. Veda
Okay, so it's
Sultanfuss.
Vaden Sultanfuss. So it's about this little girl, and I think it takes place in like the 60s or 70s.
Yeah.
Or
Dan
so, I don't know.
Aykroyd's in it.
Jamie Lee Curtis
Jamie Lee
is in it,
Curtis.
and
Does she do anything else anymore, or just make them Activia commercials?
She's got children now.
She
she's
was-
on Screen
Screen
Queens.
She was on,
Oh, there it is.
on the good
But,
movie.
She's great. I like her.
Yeah, it's about.
She was on the good movie Christmas with the Cranks. Jontron has made video about it just recently. You should go watch Jontron. I support Jontron. Video Game Donkey. Those are my favorite YouTube videos. I personally believe that they should be better than PewDiePie.
About the little
But PewDiePie is also good. I do not like Jacksepticeye. He scream way too much.
girl and she and her friend Thomas J. They go and play and go on adventures and stuff, and then he
And they
gets
fall in
stung.
love.
They fall in love, and then she loses her mood ring in the woods, and he
Oh,
goes,
yeah, he
to,
goes
look for it.
That's right.
And he there's like a bee that comes out, and he like hits the beehive with a rock,
well,
and all of
that's
them
where he
come
fucked up.
and attack him, and he gets stung, and he's allergic, and he dies.
Yeah, all these bees sting him to death.
They sting him to death, and you
Cool.
see all of it, and then it's an
The
open
scariest
casket
part is that
funeral.
yeah, that scene
and
fucked
you
me up
see
too.
all the bee stings on his face.
Yeah.
And she comes running up to the
And
casket.
she's like, "He needs his
and she's
glasses."
like, "Where are his glasses? Thomas J can't see without
Oh,
his
I
glasses."
can't even handle this.
And he's like, she's like, "You want to go climb in a tree, Thomas J?" They're trying to like pull her away from the
Ugh.
casket.
Ew.
It fucked me up.
It's like real sad.
Oh, okay.
I haven't
Movie
watched
that
that
messed
movie.
me up because actually a movie I hate and it messed me up and I thought it was really stupid. It's a movie called Remember Me and it starred Robert Pattinson and somebody else. You know what I'm talking about?
Never
It's,
saw it.
it's
And
the
the
dumbest movie.
ending?
No, the dumbest. It's the dumbest movie I've ever seen.
Please don't
Sorry,
spoil
it is
the
so
ending for
stupid.
me.
It's just a rom-com between Robert Pattinson and plain. I'm sorry, I don't remember who the actress is. Doesn't matter.
Neither do I.
So they're like, oh, like they love each other, but like her dad doesn't like him. Well, they're in New York
So real
City.
life stuff.
Yeah, it's so freaking stupid. And at the end, like he goes, Robert Pattinson goes to meet with her father to like
I think they
reconcile and
spoiled
get a
ending.
job from him, so he can like put his life back together. And he goes over to the window of his dad's office or her dad's office, and it pans out, and you see the date. It's September 11th, and he's on the top of the World Trade Center.
No way!
Yes way.
It's the
Yes.
stupidest movie ever.
Why do you
Sorry, it's
spoil
so
ending
stupid.
for
He's
me? I
on the
want to
top
watch
of the
that
World
movie.
Trade Center.
And he dies, and at the
On
They,
end,
they die.
Hmm.
It happened.
Oh, it's so
And
freaking
I
Wait, and they didn't. Nobody knew it was like a September
No,
11th
you
movie?
don't know. You don't know
No.
what time period this movie is. You think it's present day, and then at the like near the end, like there's this
It
montage
comes out of
before it, you see him,
nowhere.
and like you see the date, and it's like 2001. What the hell? And it's like September 11th. What are they doing?
They
Like
should,
what?
they should have a scene where Seth MacFarlane is like,
Why
"Hey,
do
I'm
you-
not gonna get on this plane." You know he didn't.
Yeah.
He's told that story. I've seen that on UberFacts a lot.
Yeah.
Why
Wow.
do they spoil
Wow.
It's
a
that
movie
movie
for
where like
us?
the girl falls
Think
in
of
love
all
with the
the people who
guy,
never
and then
watched
it's
the
like
movie.
they're in love, and
All
then
of
it's like
them.
a city,
don't
it's
want
like
to
a
watch
small
movie
town,
anymore.
and then he's gonna move away, and then it turns out
Fuck
he's
you,
like a
SourceFed.
ghost
I
the whole
don't like
time
your
or
videos
something,
and
or like
fuck
he
you,
died,
SourceFed.
he's
Fuck
been dead
you.
the whole time.
Ghost.
Fuck
Six
Wait,
Sense.
is it Zac Efron?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
No,
oh,
Charlie St. Cloud.
Charlie
St.
He's
Cloud,
there you
not
go.
dead. His brother's dead. His
No.
little brother's dead.
That's the thing. That's
still
the
think
whole-
And then
Looks
you find
pretty.
out
That's the
she's
twist.
dead, right?
Wait, I don't know. There's some
So there's
twist.
so many spoilers. So
Please
many
aim.
twists.
I know,
You
but
need
it's
to
old.
resource
It's
that.
Do you
so
remember
old.
that movie that came out?
Because
Charlie
I
St.
want,
Cloud.
I want response. Do you realize you actually spoil good movie? Probably. I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know if it's good or not. But now I can't watch it. Why? Why have you done this to me? Fuck you, SourceFed.
Do you remember that movie that? Do you remember that movie that came out a couple years ago? And in the trailer on TV, they said there's a twist at the end. It's something about Hawaii, and in
You know-
the trailer they said there's a twist.
They used
Don't
to do
tell
that
me
all the
there's a
time.
twist.
They used to do that all the time.
I think I know you.
Yeah.
I think I remember. I don't remember what it's called, but I know
Yeah.
that sounds familiar.
But why would they do
because
that?
that's how they get people to go to the theater.
like,
or
they
something.
had to be
They
super
used to do
obvious
that in the
about
50s
it.
and 60s
I
too, like
think-
with like scary movies. They'd be like, "You won't believe what happens
Yeah.
at the end," and it's like,
Yeah,
"Whoa!"
So our generation of being like young is the last generation that will experience movie trailers where they're like, "In a world."
Yeah.
That's done now.
But
I
also, if
love
you watch
that.
trailers
Yeah.
from the 60s and the 70s, and even a little bit into the 80s, they would show trailers were so long.
They were like 5 minutes.
and they showed everything.
Like,
they showed
we
everything.
complain about like Batman v Superman. That's like a 5-minute trailer, and or like they even do it for TV shows now. They're 5-minute long, full pilot episodes basically, and you're like, oh, that ruined it for me. It's like it's not that bad actually. It's really not that bad.
I legitimately believe that there is, you know how like there's a whole community of people who love movies. There's a whole community of people who love trailers.
I
Yeah,
love
trailers.
Sure.
Is-
There's
that's-
people
I
that
don't
love
like
everything.
trailers.
That's the thing.
I
They
don't think
they're
they
not
show
even looking
enough
forward
of
to the
the
movies because
movie,
they're gonna hate
because
it. They're looking forward to
If
the
I
trailer.
want to
My
see the
brother-in-law
trailer,
actually works on trailers.
look-
He puts them together and
look-
does the sound editing
I'm
and
going to
mixing and
explain my
whatnot.
point here. If I see a trailer and I click it and then I just think, oh, I kind of know what the movie is about, but I want the trailer to be like half of the movie. Then I know if I would see the rest of the movie. You know, that's just my 5 cents on the issue.
And like he loves movies, so that's the problem, is that he tries not to watch the movie while he's making the trailer, and that's near impossible. Like Mad Max, he'd already seen like the front, the end, the middle, and he's like, damn, it's kind of ruined already.
Because a lot of times the studios will choose scenes to give to the third party, like trailer houses, and then they'll use those scenes to assemble a trailer or
I hope
something.
they
He
Job
saw
pays a lot.
Godzilla before Godzilla was in it, and he's like, this movie is real bad.
Whoops.
And it turned out real bad.
I wish I'd seen any of these movies.
It's you didn't. No,
Should I
Mad Max
watch-
is good.
Should I watch Cloverfield or Godzilla?
Cloverfield.
Cloverfield.
You have to watch
I think
Cloverfield.
Godzilla.
And maybe
because
watch
it has
the
good
last
dinosaur.
15 minutes of Godzilla
The last 15
when the
minutes
fight
of
is
Godzilla.
happening.
I
Yeah.
tried
Let's
to
edit the
watch-
fight together. and You can
Maybe.
watch that.
You'll be proud of me. I tried to watch Beverly Hills Cop last night, but then I put it on and then the audio didn't work.
Oh, weird.
Whoops.
Oh, I think
It's
that's
so
a good
good.
movie.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
really
yeah.
like
And
it.
Beverly
great.
Hills Ninja is real good too.
What the heck?
With Chris
Chris
Farley.
Farley?
Yeah.
Is
Oh
Is
my.
that a
it-
parody?
Eddie
yeah,
Murphy is
it's
cool.
Wait, were
funny.
they on SNL?
Not
at the
really.
same
It's
time?
not a
It's a
parody.
comedy.
It
It's
came
just a
out
take
around the
on
same
it.
time.
Were they on SNL at the
No,
same
no,
time?
my bad.
Was he
I'm
on?
Yeah,
completely
Beverly Hills
wrong.
Cop was the 80s, and Beverly Hills Ninja was like late 90s.
Like
All right,
90s.
be honest with
Chris
me.
Rock's
Steve.
in it.
You were alive then.
Yes.
I honestly think the 90s was the worst time for movies. Between like 1990 and 2010, we had some garbage ass movies.
90s was like Jurassic Park,
There were a lot of
Oh,
really
yeah,
good
yeah.
like Stanley Kubrick
Spielberg
Fight
movies.
Club.
But he's talking
Spielberg.
late 90s.
Fight
to
Club
like
was
Yeah,
like
2010.
Between 1995 and 2005,
The
we
Hand That Rocks
had
the Cradle.
the worst
Let's
movies.
do a search. Let's do a search for all
Boogie
movies from the
Nights.
90s. There's so many good movies.
Boogie
Miss
Nights was
Doubtfire.
98.
Those are good. Like that's
99.
good. There's a couple good Robin Williams ones in there. By the
Robin
way,
Williams.
we were thinking of movies that really messed us up, and I finally remembered the one. Macaulay Culkin and
The Good Son.
yes, oh my God! So Macaulay Culkin, like this kid gets
Oh, The
adopted
Good Son.
in,
I remember that.
and
Elijah
Macaulay Culkin
Wood.
is this evil child, and like he always like frames other people, like he murders people, and at the end, like he dies, and like sorry,
Isn't that
spoilers.
Melancholia? Isn't that?
No, dude, they could not spoil the whole movie this time, but on the other movie they could spoil it. Double standards, because the other movie they did not like. But think of us who want to watch the movie. Double standards. I do not agree with this. Fuck you, SourceFed. Fuck you. I will not watch another podcast of you. Never again.
That is a
That's a
movie.
movie.
A movie that
Yeah.
fucked me up now as an adult was Under the Skin. Under the Skin fucked
I
me
still
up.
haven't watched it.
I need
The
to
one
see
that
that.
Owen keeps doing.
Yeah, the sound.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, so here's the movies that came out in the 90s. Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump,
See, these are showing the
Titanic.
Pulp
best ones.
Fiction.
No,
is
these
good.
are, well, yeah.
These are the most popular
Well,
ones.
yeah, every year has piece of shit movies. Kids,
Yeah.
Jurassic Park, Schindler's List, Goodfellas, Shawshank
Kids.
Redemption, Lion King, Seven, Goodwill Hunting,
Story.
Clueless, Toy
Seven.
Story,
I am
Fight Club,
like Lion
Big
King.
Lebowski.
You're right.
Because
There were some
I'm
good movies
like
in there.
Seven
Lion King.
fucked me up too.
Seven's
Seven.
way
Never
fucked
saw
up.
Seven.
I watched Seven as a
Question.
kid, and that
You
fucked
did-
me
you
up.
What
dummy.
is
Yeah.
question for you guys? What is the craziest twist ending you've ever seen?
Seven.
Like,
Damn,
what is
spoiler.
something
Oh.
that just made you
Don't
like
tell me to
freak the
spoil
fuck
it.
out?
The Mist.
The Mist.
The Mist had
Oh.
the most insane
I
twist
already
I've
knew it.
ever seen.
Did you like that movie?
I love The Mist.
Oh.
Frank
Okay,
A lot
Darabont.
of people
I
don't
think
like
it's a
it. You
very
don't like it
good
because of the bugs, or you don't like
It's
it because of the
scary.
ending.
Any of it.
Really?
Dude, Frank Darabont, he was directing like a classic B movie. He even wanted the movie to be black and white, but the studio wouldn't let him do
we
it.
watched it like
So
that.
he released the
Wow.
black and white version on Blu-ray, and so you can watch it like that, which is the best way to watch that movie, by the way, because it does look like
That-
like an old movie.
That probably took a lot of work too, because like people think, oh, they just added a black and white filter. No, they
No,
had
it has
to
to
go
be
through
color-corrected and
everyone.
everything, yeah.
Mhm.
It looked really scary. Did you watch it with us?
No, I was
'cause it's a
not.
That
scary movie.
ending is so insane.
Mhm.
The most insane ballsy ending I've ever
I
seen
agree.
in a movie
Please
ever.
don't spoil
I've
it for
never
other
seen
people.
a
I get why people hate
ballsier
it.
ending.
Spoil
I
it.
get why people hate it.
I do too. It's not for everybody.
No, it's not. But man, that ending.
I'm just a fan of like very like nothing. Not everything has to be explained. Not everything has to have like not everything has to be super clear. Like use your imagination a little bit.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of those Stephen King novels were very much like open to interpretation on a lot of the things. He
Did you
didn't
guys read
explain
it?
everything.
Did you read?
No,
Stephen
but I
King?
know it's a short
Yes.
story. I've read Stephen King novels before, but I haven't read.
That's what I mean. What's your
The
favorite
Mist.
Stephen King?
Ooh.
No.
Probably It.
Misery.
When I was in my
It, Misery.
I have
Hateful
never
Things
read
is
the
really
book.
good
I like the
too.
body.
The body's
Firestarter.
great.
I really like Firestarter.
when I was in my
It's really
first
fucked up.
quarter or semester of college at film school, I remember there was a Stephen King book on like one of the sets that we were like learning how to shoot on, and I was like, oh, I've heard of these Stephen King books.
Stephen.
They laughed at me so hard.
Oh, because you didn't know it was Stephen.
I didn't know how to say
I
it.
also got
So-
bullied in
PH.
school a
It was a
lot.
little confusing
That's
if
when
you
I
were young.
transferred to the new
I
school
was 18.
with
I was 17.
other students.
I didn't actually
Because
know that
now I
they're-
have easier
I'll
to
do it.
learn
I
and I
kinda
don't
feel
get
dumb when
bullied.
someone
So I
says
can
actually
study for
Stephen.
gymnasiet
Yeah.
in
Well,
Sweden.
they have to say it. Although maybe there's an F. If there's an F, then it's definitely Stephen.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What's your favorite Stephen King novel, story, movie?
Firestarter. Never seen the movie Firestarter with Drew Barrymore. Never seen
Yeah, I
it.
haven't either.
But I love the book. The book is really cool. It's really fucked
it's like
up.
a superhero thing almost.
Yeah, superpower. Of course, I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But no, it's the girl goes through so much, and the dad loves her unconditionally, and I love it. So,
Shawshank Redemption is a Stephen King
Short.
novel.
It's really short, yeah.
And that's an amazing movie. So is The Body. The Body is a short also that became Stand By Me.
oh, cool.
Yeah.
Is that the movie about the teacher?
No,
No.
Stand and Deliver.
Stand
and
Deliver.
Deliver is a
Edward
movie
James
about the
Olmos.
teacher. Remember he
Yeah.
had like a heart attack? It was so funny. Oh my god. Just
Uh,
kidding. No, it
Well.
wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Have you
my
guys
God,
seen
that is
The
offensive.
Green
I don't
no,
like
the Green
that.
Green Mile's another Stephen King.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe
Is that
so.
the one
The
about
Green
Eminem?
Mile is a good movie. My friend
Yes,
liked it very
Will.
much.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
God damn it. Have you guys seen Road to
I like
Perdition?
Eminem
No.
movie as
Yeah.
well.
I've never seen
Is that
it.
the one
No,
about
is that
Gandhi?
Stephen King too?
Is it?
No, I was asking.
Oh no, no,
I
no.
don't know.
No,
Oh,
but it's
you
Tom
said-
Hanks and
Oh,
it's
you said
yeah,
it like
Tom
that,
Hanks was
so-
in Green Mile and in Road to Perdition, and I feel like they were around the same time.
My
I wanna
mom would
meet Tom
cry to that
Hanks.
movie Green Mile like what felt like once a month. It was probably like twice a year.
It's
But-
sad.
How many
You-
times you can't cry at the same movie that many times?
Yes, you
You
can.
know it's gonna happen.
You-
I
Yes,
still
can.
cry at My Girl.
I
I
still
still
cry
cry
at
at
Lilo
Marley and
Stitch.
Me.
What's the movie
Marley
and
Me
that
is not
no
sad.
matter how many
Because
times you see
I don't like dogs.
you will cry?
Marley and Me.
Yeah.
I will cry every single
Bree?
time.
My Girl.
My Girl?
Yeah.
Will,
Yeah,
you've
one.
never cried in your life.
in my life. I talked about it recently. I cried in a movie. One time I had one tear. I was really young though. Wouldn't do it these days.
What was
Wouldn't. It was what's it
Lilo
called?
and Stitch.
True Confessions. With
The Shia LaBeouf.
And he did so he was like doing magic.
He's a great actor.
And then
Shia
he
LaBeouf.
couldn't do the magic and he was sad. And I related with him because I used to try to do stuff like that when I was a kid too, and I couldn't do it right.
Super
and I'm actually
relatable.
getting emotional right now.
Did you see Inside Out, Will?
No, I didn't. But
You need to see Inside Out.
I think
it's
he-
so
I
good.
think
I didn't
don't know.
see it
the
either.
best
I didn't
part about
cry
that movie,
at Inside Out.
I teared up. I teared
I
up.
didn't even tear up.
Really? Did you?
I teared up more at the short in the beginning.
Real? At
Oh,
the
the
lava,
lava
the bad,
thing.
the bad
Come
pun.
on.
It's a bad pun.
No, when he's like under the water and you think that's the end, I'm like, this is fucked up, man.
Yeah, of course
You
it's
know that wouldn't be the
Disney.
end.
I know, but Disney does some fucked up shit sometimes, man. The beginning of Up is
Oh,
like
man.
heartstrings, man.
I haven't
Yeah,
watched
that's
that.
Oh
true.
man.
So here's
I
the
love
movie.
Up.
So I will
It's
always
just-
tear up
My
when
dad looked like the
when
old
Frodo
man from
yells
Up.
Gandalf when
Oh,
Gandalf
yeah.
falls, and they're all like I forgot who's holding Boromir's like holding Frodo's. He's trying to rip his hands out to go try to get Gandalf, and they're all slow mo sad because Gandalf dies. But if you read the books, you knew Gandalf was coming back as Gandalf the White because he was Gandalf the Gray.
Obviously.
But I was kind of tear up a little bit. I also tear up when he says, "I can't carry the ring, but I can carry you" at the end in Return of the King. I tear up, but I don't cry.
Was it that epic in the book? You think?
What do you
Or-
mean? What
Like
part?
When you
like
read
that's
it.
all epic. Like
Oh
fire
yeah,
and
oh
explosions.
yeah.
It was
When
that
when
epic in the book.
Gandalf fights the Balrog and he falls, yeah, you think he's dead. You're like, holy shit! And especially if you read The Hobbit, you're like, Gandalf is dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
Damn.
fucking huge, man.
Because he's the
Gandalf
guy.
could
He's
not
the
die.
guy. He's the only. Without Gandalf, everyone would have been fucked, even up until that point. So once he dies, you're like,
I
they're
agree.
fucked.
What do you
Everyone's
think
fucked.
about the Gandalf? Oh, but you don't know.
I
You're
have a
not
question.
a Harry Potter person.
Oh, Griffin or
Dumbledore?
Yeah, Dumbledore or Gandalf. I will give I suck Dumbledore's dick.
I've
every
heard
day.
people say. I've heard Harry Potter
No,
fans say
Dumbledore
Gandalf is a more
is-
powerful wizard than Dumbledore.
He does
Probably,
different kind of things.
maybe.
It's
Yeah,
different
Yeah,
kind of
Dumbledore
Gandalf
is
is
too
definitely
weak.
a top. Dumbledore's a bottom for sure.
Especially when
Wait,
you
they
found
were
out.
saying that they think
Dumbledore
I
is
think
bottom
J.K.
bitch.
Rowling might have said that
Dumbledore's
Dumbledore
gay.
is gay.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
she did say that.
No,
Yeah.
because did you read the 7th book? I believe
No.
it was in the 7th book. There's this scene again. People are gonna be like, "Oh, that was in the 6th book."
He loved Snape. He was
Whose
in love with
voice was
Snape.
that?
That's
spoiled the
everyone.
book
That's
again.
like the
Everyone
He's
voice.
in
knows
love
Spoiled the
with
book.
his childhood friend who
Uh.
was one of the James. What was his name?
And the
Oh, I
giant
don't know about
peach?
that. The one part
Yeah.
I remember
Don't
is
spoil it for me. Let me see it.
Oh
the
my
one
God.
I never
part
saw
I
the last
remember
one.
is
I didn't want to.
I didn't see
they
it.
don't show this in the movie, but Dumbledore's brother. There's a story about him for like a second, but like that their family had a skirmish over Dumbledore, and like there was a problem with him inside the family, and that was hinted to his homosexuality.
And you know how like
Oh
they
my God.
changed Dumbledore's actors because the other guy
'Cause he died,
Yeah.
yeah.
At first I was
They
like,
spoiled the book
this isn't the
for
same,
me.
but
I can't
the
read it
second
now.
guy killed it for sure.
Oh, yeah.
He did. He's
He
really
double-
good.
Remember when they were in like Diagon Alley and he was doing his stuff, and then Voldemort was like doing his stuff. And, why does he hold it like that?
Huh?
Just hold it like
Nah,
this.
Dumble-
Just
oh,
hold it.
Voldemort?
He
Yeah.
hold his like. I would love. I'm not an actor, but I would love to play Voldemort in a movie. Just everything he does is just so weird. It would be so much fun to do.
That's
Ray
cool.
Fiennes, right?
Speaking of
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why acting is fun. You can do crazy shit like that.
Okay, another
I-
question.
Okay.
What's the scariest movie
Why
you've
can
ever
they
seen?
say?
I didn't
Why
get to
can
see
they
what- say the movie that I've
not say
actually
Coon,
bared
but they could
tears
say
for.
Okay,
Voldemort? I
alright.
don't agree on
You
that.
cried.
I've actually cried. I saw
What?
I think
at a
Voldemort
movie
is,
called Love Liza
Worse word.
with Philip
Oh.
Seymour Hoffman in it. I was home alone. I was in my room. It was like high school or something, or maybe after, and I was watching that movie, and I was just maybe I was having a bad night or something, and I was like I was Niagara Falls, Frankie.
I
Angel.
once
It was,
cried
like,
really bad
coming
to
down.
Spider-Man
How were you the
3.
next day? Is what I want to know.
just tired.
was
Like I
so
woke up the
sad
next day
now.
going like I am drained because I was
Mhm.
like fucking crying.
I like crying
Aw,
and then
me
feeling
too.
drained afterwards.
Yeah,
I'm
because
like,
you're like, ugh.
It's like an
Sometimes you need it.
organism. It's like having an organism.
Okay, what did you ask, Bree?
What's the scariest movie you've ever seen?
When they made me, I don't watch scary movies, but when we used
Scariest
to do
movie
the
I've
movie
ever
thing
seen
show, we used to come over and
is
sit on
Dead
the same
Space.
wall,
Oh,
and we
wait.
made it this.
No.
They made me watch As Above,
It
So
is
Below, which isn't even that scary
It
movie.
isn't.
But when you were,
Probably
I was probably like 20 years old, and I was like
Paranormal
terrified.
Activity
It was
3.
scary. I was wrong. Scariest movie I ever seen is when you and Joe and Trisha were like, "Let's watch the Babadook on this laptop," and then Joe was like, "Watch this shit."
Oh yeah, we watched it
Babadook.
in the chill room, in the original chill room.
I think about the Babadook every day. I am not
Why?
kidding.
That
Every
movie's
day. It
amazing.
still
that
scares me.
movie's okay. and-
Amazing.
No, 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 no. Okay, the movie's
gotta
great,
see it.
I
great,
want to,
great,
I want
without spoilers. But like, it's great, great, great until that ending.
I don't think
You know
no
what I'm
way,
talking
man.
about?
The ending is perfect.
The ending
no,
is
it
perfect.
isn't. I don't think so.
It's perfect.
don't
I
think
fell
so.
asleep in the actual part where you see the Babadook.
Oh
Where
yeah, that's
he's
pretty
like, "Hey,
terrifying.
it's
I
me."
love the stuff. Like
I love the
this isn't a
animation for
spoiler,
him.
but yeah, the old timey stuff on the TV. I was like, I'm in heaven. They just tickled my nerd strings. I loved
And
it.
what scared me too, I've finally gotten over it. I don't think about it every day. It's like twice a week now. Is when you explain to me what happens in
And It Follows.
yeah,
Yeah.
It follows. All
It
you did was
Follows.
explain it to me, and I think about
Will
it
got
all the
nightmares
time.
from me explaining it to
That's
him.
Darren
amazing.
hated that movie.
I
He
still
did not
don't
think
I
it was
loved
good.
it.
I
It was
Why
good.
can
Loved
why
it.
can
Yeah.
they spoil that other movie about the 9/11, but they can't spoil any of these movies? I don't understand. They are double standards here. Why does it have to be the double standards?
I actually purchased it because I loved it so much on iTunes, and I like watch it sometimes when I get scared.
That
'cause the
actress
soundtrack, that
is
actress,
so
Oh, that
good.
actress is amazing. She's in
She
that.
killed it.
She's in that movie that the You're Next guys did.
Oh,
The
she's
Guest.
She's I think she's the star of
Oh,
the guest.
she's in
I
the guest.
love
okay, 'cause I'm
You're
like, she's
Next.
on You're Next. Okay.
Holy shit! I
Alright,
loved
we
it.
got.
You're
We
Next is
started
alright.
talking about that
Okay,
today.
wait.
I-
Scariest movie. Scariest movie.
scariest movie. I have my favorite scary movie. My favorite scary movie is The Conjuring. It's really good. It's
It's good.
very original. I like it. The scariest I've
I
ever.
think
the
that's
most scared I've
pretty
ever been in a
okay
movie
movie.
is watching The Strangers.
That
That was
Strangers
terrifying.
Yeah.
It's three people
That Liv Tyler?
mess with and they
Yeah.
mess with this couple in a house, and they're like they literally explain in the movie they're doing it for no reason except for like pure enjoyment.
There's a lot of movies.
No,
like
the
that.
reason was because you
you're
were home.
That was like
Oh,
that
yeah.
freaked me the fuck out. Yeah.
I've
And
heard
also,
that
I saw it as
That's
a kid,
cool.
and they were like, "This is based on true stories," and I'm like, "I totally bought it."
Yeah.
That's,
Completely
that's
believed it.
weird. Last night when I was like going, I had my garage door clicker, and I was walking down my our whatever, and I clicked it, and then one of our neighbors' garage door went up, and I was like, oh snap, is ours broken? And then their neighbor walked out, and I was like, if I actually did have one that would open up any house, would I go in it? And I was like, I bet one of my
Somebody
friends would, do
would,
it.
but I wouldn't.
I
No.
would never do that. I would never go in anybody
I
else's
actually
Yeah.
just thought about that. I'd be
I think this guy is lying. I think he would go into the house, but I don't think this guy would. And I don't know. It's just something about this guy that makes me think. I think he would go into the house, while this would not.
Like I might.
If you were younger,
I
if you were
might.
younger, you
No,
would've-
no. Actually, I'm more brave now. I'm more
Oh.
brave now. I'd be like, if I had it, I'd be like,
I just don't see a point in doing
And
that.
how scary that would be.
It would be
And it's just a regular
terrifying.
person's house. They're
Uh-huh.
regular people, but because it's not your house,
I've
it's
never
scary.
done it before, and I won't do it. But the idea is interesting.
The scariest movie I've ever seen was just scary to me personally. I don't claim to say it's the scariest movie ever or whatever. Was The Grudge. The
Oh,
Grudge
I've never
seen it.
fucking ruined
It was
me.
terrifying.
It ruined me. Sam,
I don't think
we might
it's
need to
scary
watch The
movie.
Grudge.
What?
I have it. I have it on Blu-ray.
It was
course
that
you do.
movie and Gothica, where like
oh,
they
with
did like the
Halle
thing where,
Berry?
yeah, the one where like the girl, like the monster's like
movie got
walking,
weird?
and it's like the
Oh,
where like they're
yeah.
twitching and moving.
Okay, so-
Twitches,
that
yeah.
freaks me
So
out.
the girl in The Grudge, they actually filmed her going like normal forward, and then they reversed it, and that's why it looks that
Whoa.
way.
They did that for a split second in Avengers: Age of Ultron. I thought they
Yeah.
would pull that back around and use it more often. It was one scene with Scarlet Witch. She like backed up into a room, like using that, like the high
Oh, that's
speed,
cool.
like kind of like jittery movement.
And
And I
it
was
was
like,
all
if they
backward?
use that more and more for like this superhero villain type thing, really interesting. Never touched it
I
again.
remember that. I remember thinking it was too obvious.
It was really obvious.
It was
but-
really obvious. I mean, you guys got quite a budget on your hands.
I think it looks fun when they do camera tricks like that, though.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
I-
into the practical
I think
stuff.
Christopher Nolan is like that. Like I like filmmakers who do things in camera.
Yeah,
I
that
like
freaking-
Christopher
that
Nolan.
giant
He is
set
good.
in Inception. That
He
like
has
giant
good
flipping
name.
set.
And this is going out to all my favorite CSGO. If you think Christopher Nolan, is he Joel's? Because if you see here, Joel's on HLTV. He always play online matches. But does he ever go to LAN? I think he is Joel's Nolan. Christopher Nolan, Joel's Nolan. Look, never on LAN, so he is Nolan.
That
I-
holy shit!
Okay,
It's
you can.
incredible.
Every like film student hates Christopher Nolan.
They do.
They hate.
Well, they
Believe me,
love
I
to
know.
hate Christopher
They
Nolan.
love to hate Christopher
But you
Nolan.
have to give him some props. Like, okay, did you see Interstellar? Regardless if you liked it or not, did you see Interstellar?
Yes.
Saw Interstellar?
No, I
It's my
haven't.
I'm sorry.
favorite
Yeah.
So there's
movie
this
of all
part
time.
where
No
I
spoilers.
liked it.
I didn't.
I
hate
liked
it.
You better
it.
not spoil
I
it.
liked
it
it.
had
I gotta watch
two
it.
No,
little
there's a
dinosaur.
scene where it looks like it's obviously CGI.
But it's definitely not.
It
Yeah.
is not. He made it so it was a practical thing. He actually built
Yeah.
a set.
Oh, are you talking about the spinning?
One.
No.
Because that's practical too.
That's practical too. It's
What-
the part where you really think it's CGI, and I'm really trying
know-
not to
I
say
know
it.
it's let me
Shit,
watch it.
Really?
Uh-huh. Yes, I watched it behind the scenes.
Towards the very end.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, fuck.
When
that's
I
cool.
when I was in college, I used to care what people would say, and I in my third semester or quarter of college, I remember the class was like, "What's your favorite?" Everybody would say your name, your age, where you come from, and your favorite movie.
Your
and
sexual orientation.
your sexual orientation. Oh yes, I like this thing. And I said,
I honestly think this guy is gay, but I have nothing against gay guys, but I still don't like this guy for some reason. But but I do like everyone else, but not this guy.
I said my favorite movie was Inception, and they tore me apart. And they're like, "Oh, you like that?" And after that, I was like, "That's why I don't go there anymore."
This is the
That's
reason
why I,
why
don't
I
see you
think
guys.
film school students like to trash on Christopher Nolan. I think it's because he takes these these really complicated concepts and makes them so easy for audiences to figure out. And I think people that appreciate
Learn like the kind of like
Pretentious
detecting
people like to break apart plots and subjects and concepts and say like, wow, this concept is amazing, but they like it when it's more hidden within something and not as obvious as Christopher Nolan makes it. Like everyone talks about how Inception was so mind-blowing and it was like, oh my god,
You
so
know,
but it actually
I think
wasn't.
it's-
It
okay,
was
here's the
built
thing.
to be very clear.
It's like
I
pop
think
music.
people love to hate Christopher Nolan because his movies are way too serious. They're taken way too seriously.
That too.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
they
but
take
I
themselves too
appreciate it.
Yes.
seriously.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it. I like the
I think it's
seriousness.
because,
I
like,
okay,
like
there's
his
room
movies,
for that.
but I
He-
think that's why people love. to
I
hate
think he makes his movies to be popular. Like you said, he makes it so
Exactly.
people can understand it.
Yes.
It's kind of like
But-
Taylor Swift's music. It's so anybody can understand.
Right,
this.
but
But they
it's,
hate it
but
'cause it's popular.
But it's not like Taylor Swift because Taylor Swift is like it's
a woman.
there's those hooks.
True, she's a woman, but I don't think you can compare music to movie because that is two different subject. So there is no valid argument in any of this.
hooks, there's those pop hooks that are easier to kind of like hook people in with music. But with movies, Christopher Nolan is actually brilliant for being able to take these super complicated concepts and put them right on the edge of being not easy to figure out and very easy to figure out. So anybody, the film school students are like, wow, that was great. And then the people that aren't film school students could be like, that's a filmmaking thing. There's something kind of like behind the scenes cool filmmaking about this. But I can't explain it and I don't know what it is, but it just means that Christopher Nolan is like really, really good at kind of balancing between like making film school students happy and making general audience
Because
happy.
all we care about is film school students and making them happy.
I mean, a lot of those directors are kind of like going for
You're
film
getting a phone call.
shit. I don't know what it is.
Oh my god.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know. When I did film school, I think we were all so pretentious and faux snobby. It was like not real. It was like we pretended like we only liked certain kind of movies, and
Right, and
I
it
think
was
you
the
grow
hive mind.
out of that. You grow out of
Yeah.
that. I was
Hopefully
like,
you do.
I only watch Criterion movies. That's
Yeah.
how I was.
Came in there. I was like, I like anime. I would talk about anime movies in front of these students who would watch black and white French films. I looked like an idiot.
No,
Well, and for me,
yeah,
I get a
yeah,
lot
but
of
no.
bullshit. I get a lot of shit for liking certain movies before the year 2000 or whatever, and then hating everything that comes out. But I like a lot of bullshit. I fucking love Coneheads. That's one of my favorite
Hold on,
movies of all
Conehead's
time.
not bullshit. That's a great
But
movie.
I mean,
funny.
but like a film school snob would be
Yeah.
like, Coneheads. Have you seen Fellini's Red and Blue or whatever the fuck those movies are called? But like, I do love a lot of like kind of like pretentious movies, and it might seem like I'm like being pretentious, but there's just a lot of shit movies these days. And I think everybody can agree on that.
think-
It depends on what
and
you're
it's probably
going
been like
to
that
spend your
always.
money on watching.
And it's probably been like that always. It's like
Yeah.
you were saying, there's always been shit movies and
I
always
think
be
it
good
depends on whether or not you shit on people for liking things. Or
That's true. There's a
disliking
way to
things.
kind of do it where
I
it
think
doesn't-
everybody's
yeah.
allowed to like or dislike whatever.
Unfortunately, some people have an air of acting like they're shitting on it, but in reality, they're just kind of giving you their opinion, and it's very strong and they're passionate. But anyway, guys, thank you all so very much for watching our awesome podcast. I don't know why I'm calling it awesome. It may not have been.
It was not awesome. They spoil a good movie that I want to watch. So guys, now I'm doing the scene. Coming in hot, okay. Wait. Off with the hat to any of my viewers, and I think you should go watch all my other stuff on twitch.tv/Kardar. Wait, I can do this. Okay, here on twitch.tv/Kardar. You can look at my stuff there. I make many good CSGO live streams. I also did one time 12-hour Dead Space stream, but Dead Space was beat in 4 hours, so it was 4-hour Dead Space stream. And one time I did 24-hour stream, and I got very tired. I only played League of Legends, and I got very tired. So now I'm going to say goodbye. See you next time. And that was Kardar's podcast watch review reaction.